In this tutorial, I would like to teach you how to submit to an online forum. We'll have a number of these that we'll be doing throughout the trimester, so I'm going to start with the Welcome and Introductions forum in the beginning portion of our Moodle course. This is an old forum that I'm just opening up as an example. It's from a previous class, so the things that you're seeing here are from previous students. But what you're going to do is, first of all, make sure that you read the directions very closely, because if you don't complete all of the different expectations in the directions, you won't receive full credit. So as you look through here, you'll see that there are some other posts that have already been done from previous students, and you want to have post subject lines that are catchy, something that will get the other students' attention. So, for example, sunscreen is a placebo effect, according to Matt. I can't read minds. Someone being a little smart aleck, catchy subject in order to grab your attention. Okay? You don't want to just have your name, you don't want to just have introduction, that kind of thing. You want to have something that's a little bit more catchy than that. When you're ready to post, you click on Add a New Discussion Topic. And you'll see a window open. You still have your expectations here at the top so that you can remind yourself of what you need to include. But here's where you're going to put your subject. So you might want to put something about yourself that you plan to include in your post, or you might want to write your post first and come back and write your subject. That's the way I'm going to do it. Okay, so what I have come up with is my post here in which I explain about myself. Notice that I didn't just have a one-sentence little thing here. I actually elaborated a little bit, and then I gave some information about myself and the things I like to do in my spare time. So then I use that spare time idea to create a subject. So any other nitwits out there? So there, I'm ready to go to post it. Now I can decide whether I want to receive email copies of every post that is posted into this forum. I don't recommend that, so I would click on I don't want copies of the posts. If you wanted to attach some sort of a file for whatever reason, maybe a picture or a picture of yourself, you can also include a picture in here if you wanted to. If you wanted to put a picture of yourself, if you wanted to put a picture of, maybe I could put a picture of the sweater that I knit for my dog. That might not be a bad idea. So you can either put in a picture by entering a URL and saving the image, or you can just take a picture of your own and you can copy the image and then paste it into your post. Then post it to the forum, and then it says you have 1 minute to edit it if you want to make any changes. Okay, so then you'll notice that here we are at the very top of the discussion forum. There's my post here at the very top, and then others can reply to it. Let's click on it and see what it looks like. My picture is here so everyone can see it, and they can see the sweater that I made for my dog. It just makes it that much more interesting. Once you finish your post, you can go into other people's posts. Now, I don't want to go into former students' posts, so I'm just going to use this one as if it were one that another student had made. And I go into it, I read it, and then I go to the bottom and I click on Reply. And you'll notice it says RE, which means regarding. So I'm going to give a positive reply to my peer. Okay, it's not just a, wow, that's really cool. That's not going to get you full credit, so you want to make sure that you are making it a nice, reflective, thoughtful reply. Again, you either do or don't want email copies of posts to the forum, and then you can continue. And then you'll see that underneath the post will be your reply here. And so you can go back in and you can see what people have replied to you, and then you can reply back to them if you want to, or you can go back into another person's and do your other 2 replies that you need to do, because you need to reply to 3 total. All right, I hope that's helpful. And if you have any questions, as always, make sure you email me, hallh@monashores.net.